Welcome, dear one. I'm very happy to meet you today in this sacred space where we can be open, undefended, courageous to face some of the most important questions in life. Because when ego drops away, what remains is our true self, or God self, which is total peace and love. Acceptance of everyone. Because what we see is not the person with flaws and character traits, but the divine essence or core that we all are, and that connects us all. If it is so simple, why is there so much conflict in this world and inside of us? War and suffering. Because it takes a while to realize this. This is why we are on this earth. Go through all the experiences to find out who we really are and what we are truly longing for. All longings and desires are ultimately for awakening. But it takes some time to see this, because the world we live in is full of distractions and opposing currents. It tells us that we need to accumulate things from the outside in order to become happy, someone, better, worthy, like mental knowledge, titles, achievements, professions, wealth. But none of these things can truly make us happy. We have all heard this before, but somehow we still live in a world that promotes all these illusionary concepts of happiness. It takes some courage and sometimes a great deal of suffering and some kind of togetherness to question what people tell us and to go and verify for ourselves, what is it that actually makes me happy and what this life is really about. So this video is meant to offer some help and guidance in this. All we need to find true happiness is what we already are, right here, right now. Not the illusion of the personal ego self. This one can never find lasting happiness. It is a very limited perspective of ourself that we need to transcend. And dear one, it is not a coincidence that we meet today in this way. The time is now. We all are divine beings that appear in this body for a while. But like a child grows into an adult, the consciousness that we are is meant to transcend this human form and to realize again its true eternal nature. We always are that consciousness. It is all there is. But we cannot see this as long as we identify as the person. So let us do this simple exercise to pierce through this veil of illusion so that we can taste for ourselves what it is like. Self-realization is not a teaching that we can learn or study, but only experience inside of our own being. It does not happen in the mind, because the mind is also limited. It can never grasp the immensity of our true self. We need to let it go too. For a moment, find stillness in your body. Cease all other activities and turn your attention inside to what is most real and true. What is at the core of all of our perceiving? Not the thoughts, they come and go. Not the emotions, they also pass. What you felt yesterday, is it still here? 1 month ago? 1 year ago? All emotions change and pass over time. What is perceiving them? It is not the body. It can also be perceived. Something may happen to the body, but it is not the I that is perceiving. More like spacious awareness that can be perceived perhaps more easily if you close your eyes. It is not the thoughts, not the emotions, not any descriptions or definitions of ourself that change over time. Not even the body. It can also be perceived. Awareness has no shape or form or time. There is no date when it began. This body may have taken shape at a certain time, but awareness has no beginning. It is always here. To sense this, we must let go of the mind and accept this great, great opportunity to drop into the heart, to sense for ourselves what is it like, not how does it make sense in the mind. Do not confine yourself like this. The great happiness that all the sages have found never occurred in the mind. And no Nobel Prize winner has ever found it there. Trust your deepest intuition that knows what is before the mind. When we let go of the person, the mind, the thoughts, the body, the history, what remains is simple being. Being without any association. It's like breaking down all these walls and borders that we have created over time. And what remains is space without end. And if you find another obstacle, let it go too. Meaning, stop believing in it. It really is that simple. All the, but I don't feel this, I can't do this. What is the I that is speaking? It is the person again that reasons through the mind. It's like a cataract that blocks our vision, fooled by conditioning and belief. What happens if for a moment you drop this firm belief that you are a mere person, body, and mortal? Drop all the beliefs of the mind and just be. This being is not a belief. It is what is here unequivocally, unshakably, when everything else drops away. It cannot go. Its nature is peace and love that has no end. The stronger conditioning and the habit to follow the mind, the longer it may take to sense this. But each time we sit in this way with sincerity, it is a very important step. And it begins to soften some of this outer crust, even if it is just a moment of peace. The more we do this, the stronger this peace will be felt. And the stronger the desire to come back here. Because nothing compares to this. No experience, no travel, no achievement. We are all meant to come here. To find this peace that never ends. That is beyond words even. So trust that you always are in the right place at the right time. It is your own self that is calling you home. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up. Share it with anyone else you think can benefit. And if you like, subscribe to my channel so we can stay connected. All my love to you.